what benefits did you find with having your communication under the one roof, under the one platform? So I'll start this one with Mark.
The thing I found that most advantageous is everything is in one place. So that in itself is very easy to manage. You can look back and see where, if I put out an announcement, I can go back and look at it and see when I posted it. It's not lost. It's not just a piece of paper that's going to get lost. Owners and residents can do the same thing. If I post something that's a longer term sort of announcement, I can have that be active and sort of be there in their face when they log in for 2 or 3 months. If it's something that's a longer term message that I want to keep reminding people of, for example. Like I say, the owners know where to go to find the information. And the archive, I like the archive aspect because from year to year, as time goes on, you can look back and see, oh, did I tell people about this before? What did I say? How did I say it? What was the messaging? All that sort of thing. And it's just super easy to use for myself and my assistant and all of my staff.
Okay, thank you. Now on to John.
Well, let me answer that question by saying we started as an HOA in 1977, and like Mark, we were trapped in the past and old communication systems. And I'm sitting here as I'm talking on this webinar, and I'm looking at my phone, my smartphone, and I'm looking at the Condo Control Central app. And more importantly than me looking at the Condo Control Central app, Condo Control, excuse me, I keep putting Central on there, it's Condo Control. I'm looking at an app that 119 other owners and residents here at our HOA have. And we're looking at amenity bookings. To book an amenity, I can tap on that. I can see what amenities I booked or what others have booked. I see the most recent announcements about maintaining our property and infrastructure, tennis court resurfacing project, for example. I can see upcoming events. I can see what service requests have been installed. And I can look in a file library right on my phone as I'm talking to you, and I can see 158 documents that serve me as an owner here at Surf's Lange HOA, courtesy of the app from Condo Control. So more important than myself as the president of the HOA having this information literally at my fingertip, we have 119 owners and residents that can see this information real time on their smartphone. Thank you, Condo Control.
Yep, thanks for your answers. And yeah, you've gone over it's the history records that you can find on the platform. It's the availability of the information that gives that a facility to both owners and managers. So
and then before the next question, I just want to jump in,
yep,
just to gather 2 cents on Mark and John, because you guys had touched base on, implemented a system within the community, and some of those, users may not be, tech savvy. They don't have email access to your computer. So in sort of you as a driver implementing such a system to improve things that, from paperwork or being affecting communication, what is this sort of effectiveness from a 1 minute from each of you that you have gathered that feedback from the community saying, this is great. I have access, like John just mentioned, he's on his phone looking all that. What was sort of the community feedback on you guys pushing that so that, it's actually addressing and solving a problem that you guys were facing in the past? And I'll start with that, Mark.
Sure. So we've gotten really positive feedback. At first, when I came here and started sort of implementing Condo Control, I guess more than it had been in the past. It existed, but it really wasn't being used effectively and like I say, to its full capacity. My board of directors were concerned because some of the older residents, English is not their first language. They are not that technical. Some of them don't have email. And the concern from my board was they wouldn't be receiving the messages. So we sort of went through, and did an audit, I found that out of 435 units, there were actually 12 that don't use email at all. So those 12 people always get a printed document because they're not going to change at this point, and that's fine. But from everyone else, they really liked it, and the feedback we've gotten has been very positive. People really like the fact that they can be at work, for example, or something. If something happens and they put in a service request, which is one of my, I say, top features of the software that I really love, we can track everything. They can track, I can say, there's a leak here. The superintendent's going to check it out. The owners can see this in real time as things are updating, and I just think it's really great, and it saves money for printing. It saves money, I think, in staffing, just because of how everything is so available to everyone.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And then back to you, John. I'll get your 2 cents on that.
So just to build on what Mark said, we went all in. We had a conversion problem with older people that weren't quote unquote tech savvy, but over a period of time, we went all in. And we did it by hand holding, by making it relevant, a trusted information resource, and quite frankly, by cutting other forms of communication, except for those that 2 or 3 mailings we have to make per year by state law, California state law. Mm-hmm. We are only engaged with our owners and our residents, long-term renters, on the Condo Control Central platform. It wasn't pain-free process, but we're there, and there's no turning back. The only resource to communicate with and for our owners and renters to listen to and understand what's going on in this HOA is the Condo Control communication platform.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much for both of your feedback.